What up, everybody? It's Vegas from the Rottweiler Patriots, and I'm just letting you know we're dropping a little clip today. This is what I like to call our ref rant from the Patriots Dolphins recap video from Week 8. So we talked about the refs at length in that video, and this is about the state of refereeing, not just in the NFL, but in sports in general, and about all of our issues with everything that's going on. So without further ado, on with the clip.
All I gotta say, Vegas, you better watch yourself. You're starting to talk. You're starting to blame ref ball a lot, and you really weren't suffering it last year with
Nah!
ref ball. Yes,
This
ask any of our
game,
friends.
this
I'll
game,
get it, viewers. I will get on a mutual friend of ours, and he will back me up on the
there are
ref ball
three
claims.
games last year that I have a problem with the refs, and I talked about them in this video, and they are objectively bad calls by the refs that directly affected the outcome of the games
Yeah,
that I've
careful, folks.
referenced.
You let him talk too long, he'll talk about him for 8 hours.
Now, and I talked about the refs a lot today because the refs were a factor today in this loss. That's just the case. You can't deny that. That is the objective truth in this instance. I don't like talking about the refs if I can help it, but when I feel that my team has been slighted in a big way, I'm not going to just sit here quietly and complain. The refereeing just in general this year has been terrible. Across the league. We're not the only ones
Can't
getting
confirm.
screwed by it. The 49ers really got screwed by it against the Browns. The Colts really got screwed by it against the Browns. You know, Steelers really got helped. Rams got screwed against the Steelers. And those are just like a few little examples out of so many. The refs genuinely this year have been the worst that they have ever been. And there's no accountability for them. This isn't a full-time job for them. In the off-season, you as an athlete are working to get ready for the next season and be the best player you can be coming up for the next season. In the off-season for the refs, they're either going out to lawyer or taking a vacation. This ain't their full-time job. They're not spending the off-season trying to improve their own skills. Why? I don't know. It's stupid that they're not, and everyone agrees with that. If the players have to spend their off-season working on themselves and trying to get better at what they do, the refs should too. And there needs to be accountability for bad officiating. There isn't. The referees can go out there, go on a big fat ego trip, make awful calls, and then when people complain about them, those people get fined. You mouth off a ref, you're like, oh, you criticize a guy like, oh, the calls suck today. We got screwed. You're paying money for that. The referees are facing no accountability for bad calls. And
Well, I
again,
think they did crap the game away. Ask Joey Bosa last year in the Jaguars game. He got fined for saying the F word later, and when asked why, he was like, "Listen here, we put our bodies on the line and we hurt. So you know what? When I see some crap, I'm gonna call it out."
yeah, players shouldn't be fined for criticizing what is obviously bad calls. Coaches shouldn't be fined. And like, this is an NFL thing. This is more than just the NFL. This happens in other sports too. Like the NHL, Rod Brindamore, head coach of the Carolina Hurricanes, which is the team that we both root for, he calls out the refs all the time, and he's very much, I don't care, fine me. And they do fine him. The refs will go out there, lay a big fat stinker, and then when we have the gall to notice that they lay a big fat stinker, and we're like, hey, y'all laid a big fat stinker. Can you do better, please? It affects our success as an organization. Nah, screw you. Give us money for that comment. We're not going to hold our refs accountable. We're actually going to knowingly cover up our refs doing things that we know are wrong, but we don't care. They don't care. And it is absurd. It really and truly is. The NFL has a really bad problem. A lot of other sports do too. A lot of sports do too. Trust me, I watch a lot of hockey. There are some problems with the NHL and the way that league is run. And I know Senators fans are really feeling that right now. But this ain't a hockey channel, it's a football channel. And the football refs have been bad. They have been a problem, and there is no accountability. There is no expectation for them to do their job well and them to actually focus on getting better at their job. So, I did not intend for this to turn into a ref ramble, but that's what it did end up turning into, and I'm blaming you for that, T-Bone.
Okay.
You're the one who brought it up. You're the one who started it all.
If you don't like criticism, do better, guys. That's all I gotta say.
I'm not going to pretend that we didn't play poorly.
No, I'm talking about the refs, dude.
Okay, yeah.
Real quick, hold on. You know what? We've already dragged on long enough. We're already the brain rot setting in. You know what else grinds my gears? Freaking umpires, dude.
Oh my god.
Ugh,
Oh my god, the ego trip that they're on, and this is an issue that's
it
like
is insane.
this goes
It is
down to the
insane.
high school level. In high school, they literally like implemented a rule where if you wanted to complain to the umpire, you had to like step out of the dugout all the way at the back and then be like, "Hey, I want to complain about a call," and then the umpire could decide if you wanted to meet you halfway there. It's like the umpire is treated like God above in the sky. You cannot touch him. You cannot criticize him. If you even dare complain about him being terrible, you're out of the game. They're on a power trip. They're on an ego trip, and there's nothing to keep it in check.
Refs, man. Officials, really, is what it should be.
It's a problem across sports as a whole, and it's honestly not talked about enough in the places that it should be. A lot of people notice it. A lot of people talk about it. You see it everywhere. I see it every single year from many, many, many people all over the place, but not the right people. The people who actually can make a difference about it. And part of it is because some of the people who can make a difference about it have a lot to lose by doing so. You think it's easy getting fined money for complaining about a call? Like you could lose your paycheck for that game or for the next week's worth of games just by saying, "Hey, ref, what was that? Can you do better, please?" Because players have an impact on the sport. They absolutely do, but they're at a financial detriment to complain about it, to do something about it. There's an active incentive against the people who most can have an impact on this to have an impact on it. And it's ridiculous. And not enough people in higher media will talk about it. That's just the way it is. And it's got to change. Because it's a problem and it is affecting a lot of people. Like, I was losing my sanity this weekend watching this game. Watching over and over and over again, call after call after call. And then to get screwed out of a chance to tie the game like that, that's killer. And that's just one team in one game. It happens like 12 times a week, just across the league alone. Just across this one league in 1 week. It happens in like 10 or 12 games. You multiply that over a season, especially once you get into the playoffs. The playoffs were literally decided last year by the refs. The referees handed the Kansas City Chiefs both the conference championship game and the Super Bowl. Screwing good teams like the Bengals and the Eagles who are playing good football. And it is in my humble opinion that the Philadelphia Eagles absolutely deserved to win the Super Bowl last year. And I hate the Eagles. They deserved it. They deserved it. They were the best team last year. But they weren't given a fair shot. we weren't given a fair shot this week. A lot of teams aren't given fair shots. And you're not allowed to criticize it. And it's a load of crap. T-Bone, you got any final thoughts before we wrap this up? We're going a teeny bit long
Nope.
with this one. Yeah.
Nope.
I do apologize for the rambling, but even though it's not the sole reason we lost this game, and we still made a bunch of mistakes that really, really hurt us, and we played without some of the discipline that we needed to win this game, and had we played like I know we can and the way we should, we could have won this game. It's still relevant to talk about because of the refs in this game. This might be the worst game I've ever seen officiated for the New England Patriots, and 2019 against the Chiefs exists. And trust me, I'm still not over that game. It's an utter disgrace. So, I think that's where we're going to wrap this one up. Please be sure to leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. We'd love to hear your feedback and your thoughts on all of this. And that is going to do it for us today. Thank you all so very much for watching. Please be sure to hit the like button. Please be sure to subscribe. And we will see you all in the next video.